Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Ty Hauser. Let's queer up South Florida. Leading with pride, Michael Riordan joins Pridelines. There's a new chapter unfolding at Pridelines, one filled with promise, purpose, and pride. Pridelines South Florida, homegrown LGBTQ support and empowerment center, has announced Michael Riordan as its new Interim Executive Director. Riordan replaces Dr. Edward Summers as Executive Director, and isn't just stepping into a new role, she's stepping into a legacy of service with over a decade of nonprofit experience and a life of lived advocacy. Riordan is a well-known trans community activist in South Florida. Previously, Michael was the Chief Operations Officer at Compass LGBTQ Community Center in Palm Beach County and was the leading face in the organization of Palm Beach Pride. Michael has been a teacher, a union president, a business owner, and above all, a fierce advocate for queer rights. Michael Riordan will bring that passion to Pridelines. Riordan said, quote, "I have long admired Pridelines and the essential service it provides to our community. I'm honored to now be part of this work and look forward to collaborating with the staff, board, and community to ensure that Pridelines' mission, values, and impact continue to thrive. In these challenging times, I believe deeply in our collective strength, and together, we have a strong foundation for the future." As a transgender woman and two-time OUTSFL Florida Best Transgender Activist, Michael leads with authenticity, integrity, and heart. Her leadership comes at a crucial time as Pridelines continues to offer life-affirming services, from mental health counseling and HIV prevention to youth programs and cultural events. Pridelines, I think, offers a great service. I'm glad to see that they have, a leader who sounds at least like she's very dedicated and willing to kind of pick up the mantle and run strong with it.
Experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Really important too, yeah.
And with government funding being cut for LGBTQ services and a lot of services, not just LGBTQ, all these nonprofits that are trying to take up the slack and help people, we need to support in any way we can.
You know, looking at Prideline's decision in the last few weeks has been absolutely bizarre, quite frankly. I remember when it was announced that Dr. Summers left, and at first it sounded fine, oh, I was going off to law school. But then they did their own statement claiming that they parted ways. So we don't actually know what the story was. So as someone who decided to do a little bit of research on the organization, checking its board composition, its 990s, it's an 80% non-black board that removed a black man, put in a non-black light-skinned woman from a very white part of South Florida. It feels very problematic to me, what I've been seeing with this. And they won't clarify. You know, they said they parted ways with him, and then they started saying, well, we don't answer why people leave him. But you just said that you parted ways, not that he parted ways. Like, this feels very odd. The fact that South Florida's had to report that he's gotten counsel. It smells bad. You know, I can't say it's racist what we're seeing, but there's an old political philosopher that said if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck,
it might be a duck.
But my advice to this interim ED, because I don't know if she's trying to be long-term or not, I would say the best thing to do is to start a search committee for a permanent ED, whether that's for you or someone else, and also launch an investigation into your board of directors. How did this decision come back? Was this just a bad PR miscommunication, or was there actual wrongdoing on the part of the Pridelines board? I know they haven't had much change in their board in the last couple of years. That tends to be a bad sign. It feels like the board's getting stale. Hopefully, a good investigation will lead to some truth on this.
Well, as someone who do negotiation and mediation for a living, I agree that some facilitation might be in order for this. Obviously, no organization want to be bound to litigation for years and years and years and years. And hopefully, this will move things along so that, you know, we can come to a proper conclusion of events.
And also for us as a community, just to understand what happened.
Exactly.
Right. Well, at least while Michael's there, I hope she's able to bring her energy and her activist spirit there and have success doing so.
Yes, and if there is some contention that we don't know about, an interim is a good move. It's a way to sort things out so that the next person has a smoother ride.
And I think you would agree with me, and if you don't, that's fine. You can let me know. But I think that she deserves our support as someone who's coming into obviously an organization that's important to the community. I think we all do want to see Pridelines succeed.
She deserves a chance to demonstrate that she can do good.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that is a big LGBTQ story for today. There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing queer news.